Hi, Antonio.
Hey Alba, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Super happy after the last class, introspective hypnosis
Very
class.
happy. What an accomplishment.
Awesome. It was awesome. We were planning that for months. And
Mhm.
even though we had that issue with Hurricane Florence, that was threatening to ruin the plans, it actually came out really, really, really good. Everybody was there, so it was awesome.
It was great. The location was fantastic. I'd like to congratulate you for
Oh, thank
picking
you.
such a great venue.
Thank you.
Um, for someone who travels so much like I do, it's so important for me to have food around me. And that hotel had amazing. It's an amazing location with
Right.
so many different places to eat, including one of my favorite places, Whole Foods, because I can get a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
veggies there.
Yeah, yeah. And well, actually, it's my wife's credit. She's the one that said, Antonio, that would be the perfect place. And she
Mhm.
was right. So I gotta give her
It
credit
is.
for that. Yeah, this last class took place at the Hilton Garden Inn at Waverly Place, which is a
Mhm.
beautiful place in Charlotte, North Carolina. And that is, how would you describe that? It's not like a shopping, kind of a shopping center, but it's not, and it is difficult to describe. But you have shops, you have restaurants, you have the hotel, you have Whole Foods, you have a CVS, you name it. Everything people need if they come out of town is within walking distance. No need to rent a car, really.
Yeah, it's almost like a little town square.
Yes, right, right, right.
That's what it feels like. And the people at the hotel were so accommodating. They were so nice. So it really
It's
helped
a
a lot.
brand new hotel and it was beautiful, right?
Yes.
But why don't you tell our friends, the ones that are watching this video, what is I'm going to get center again. Um, what is the reason why we're doing this video? What is it that we want to share with them?
Well, for me, anyway, the reason I want to talk about this is that so many people have been asking me for a long time to do hypnosis training.
Hmm.
And I always tell them the same thing. You have a great course
Oh,
that
thank
you
you.
already facilitate. We've both been through the same training. We both have had QHHT training as our initial training.
Hmm.
Both have training
Oh,
by
train with Aurelio, right?
Aurelio
Mejia.
Mejia.
Hmm.
So both of us have had many years of experiencing doing this now.
Hmm.
So, and we've been talking for over 4.5 years. So we're such good
So
friends.
yeah, even though we each of us has its own style, right?
Exactly.
We use the same techniques in different ways, and that is the idea that everybody develops, their own
Yes.
style.
Right. So when people were asking me, can you do this training? You're doing the training. You're already doing it on online,
Live
and
online.
and
Hmm.
and so the idea was for them to be able to meet me, hear about my experiences, get your class, and be able to practice.
Hmm.
And what was the beauty of this class is the interaction between you and me.
And it was incredible. I mean, people thought that we were preparing this, time in advance, and we were just playing ping pong, right? Here's my experience, and then what about you, Alba? You were giving your experience,
That's right.
and that went really good. Now, what is the benefit of this class, this type of class? Anybody can learn hypnosis anywhere. You can buy videos, you can buy a book, you name it, you
That's
know.
right.
But what is important is when somebody starts sharing the experience, the do's and don'ts. I've been through this. These are the mistakes that I made. Don't make the same mistakes. And
That's
when you start practicing, especially inductions, somebody to coach you, somebody to tell you, no, this is the way it is done, and
right.
demystify the inductions. They're so simple, and people are so concerned and afraid of them, right?
Hmm.
So is your experience and my experience that we share during the class, that is an added value, I think.
Yes. And I think what they took away, a lot of them took away the fact that they didn't have to be perfect at it. They weren't going to be reprimanded for doing anything wrong.
Right.
That we gave them permission to make mistakes
Hmm.
because we told them
That's
many,
how
many
we learn.
times. That's how we learn.
Right.
So we really were giving them so much of our own experience, not hypnosis experience, but just experiences with our
Right.
clients in our life. and
Right.
things that we had to overcome.
Right. Because when we started the way they are starting,
Exactly.
you know, and it's been a long, it's been a long way, but I mean, I'm really grateful for how things are going now.
That's
Right.
right.
Right. I mean,
And the beauty of it is that you and I had each other as we were learning this
right.
technique. And I think that this is the reason we want them to go to this live class so that they can find those people that they can share
Right.
experiences with.
Because in that class, you don't do not only learn and get experience, you make friends, and that
Yes,
friendship is gonna last forever. You
that's
know,
right.
I will still communicate with the friends that we made at our level two QHHT class, level two. You know, we're
Absolutely.
still in contact with them.
Hmm.
So yeah, absolutely. So why don't we tell our friends? Why don't you tell them when is this class taking place? When?
Well, the class is taking place on January 7th.
Hmm.
That's the beginning of the class to the 11th. It's going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it is going to be a 5-day intensive class.
It
This is
is.
not just a sitting around on your hands listening to us. You're going to be doing work.
Right. And we're going to show them a little bit of what happened during that class. But before we show them those little videos, we need to communicate to everybody that uh, Hilton Gardening is giving us a special rate. It's $149 a night, including a voucher for a breakfast buffet. And I mean, that is an expensive hotel, and that rate is really good.
It is.
Now, the thing is, and the deal is that that rate is going to expire on December 6th. They kind of created a block of rooms for our event, and they
Mhm.
can hold those rooms and that rate until December 6th. Whatever happens next, until the first 20 rooms are booked, or if by December 6th nobody has booked any of those, that rate expires. So
Mhm.
if you guys are thinking about going, thinking about the possibility of going to that training, go ahead, do it now. Don't
Do
wait.
it.
Don't wait because the hotel's going to be much more expensive if you wait. People might be saying, Antonio, that's still in January, right? So I don't want to be putting whatever cost for the classes. And how can I do it? Well, you have the possibility, or you have the option of choosing 50% deposit. And then you have a few days before the class to pay the other 50%. But if you're really thinking about it, don't wait. You will not regret it. It was awesome last class. Why don't we show them a little bit of the videos? Let's start with, let's say, the exercises, how they were practicing inductions with each other, you
That
know,
was
and
awesome.
and they were they were putting each other in a trance already. And people might say, "Oh yeah, you get used to working with the same person every time during the entire 5-day class." Not true. We do not allow that. For every exercise, you switch, and you switch. So you
Mhm.
get a lot of people to practice with, and
That's
that is the idea. So
yeah.
let's show them first a little bit of the video where they are practicing inductions, how they're putting them in a trance. Let's watch this. It helps the client goes into a trance. Hypnotic voice, expressions, totally relaxed. All right, so that was awesome, right? You saw those people already, putting all the knowledge in practice.
Yes,
There's nothing to it. Anybody can do it.
that's right. That's
Anybody can
right.
do it.
That's right.
Then, do you remember when they started facilitating their own sessions, Alba? By the end of the
Yeah.
class, I mean, this 5th day, they were facilitating already their own session after learning all the techniques, inductions,
Yeah.
interviewing skills, navigator memories, past lives. They were facilitating sessions
Yes.
the last day of the class. How was it? What do you remember about it?
Oh, it was great because you and I were walking around the room and listening to what they were doing. We did both have to go in there and assist
Right.
at times because uh, sometimes you get stage fright. You know,
Yeah.
you're put on the spot and you don't know what to say next. And
Right.
the art of questioning is really what you're going to be working on after the class. But we had to go in there and help them. And when they finished doing these sessions, they felt so accomplished that they had
Yeah.
done this.
The way we did this, in case you guys don't know, the way we did this is we put them in groups of five, right? So one person was going to be the subject, and the others, one was going to take turns to do the induction, the other one, I mean, one interview, the one induction, and then they were working as a group, which made it a lot easier. And then they would switch, and then somebody else was going to be the subject, somebody else was going to do the induction. So it gave a chance to everybody to practice. But they were amazed with that we're experiencing already. Some of them going into a trance, going to past life, and getting rid of repressed emotions and getting rid of sometimes physical symptoms, which was amazing. And this is just with the 5-day training that they had, you know.
That's right.
So
That's
I mean, I feel really good. I assume you feel really good as well. It was amazing to watch.
yes.
It's good. So, Alba, which ones would you think are the highlights of this past class? What took place?
Well, one of the most awesome experiences that we had was when you facilitated a session on Belen.
Oh, Belen. Yep.
And Belen had had some pain. She's an intuitive empath, and she was feeling a lot of pains from her MS. And
Multiple sclerosis, for those that
correct.
do not know. Yep.
And in fact, she was ready to quit the class on the fourth day, and she did stay. And so you facilitated a session on her. You used your own intuition to know that she needed something.
Yeah, I
And
didn't know she was about to quit on the fourth day because she was not feeling well.
that's
You
right.
know, it's
And right in front of the entire class, they were able to see the miracles that can happen when you do the hypnosis session, just like you taught them. You did not do
right.
anything else.
Nothing special.
You used all of the techniques that you taught that whole week, and
Right.
that woman left like a brand new woman.
All the symptoms of that multiple sclerosis were gone.
Yes.
They were caused by repressed emotions. So it's important to say, I didn't do it. I just facilitated, asked questions, and I guided her. She did it. You know, we don't heal anybody. It's the client that understands where these issues are coming from and takes care of
That's
those
right.
symptoms.
All healing is self-healing.
All healing is self-healing. Why don't we watch a little bit of what happened once she came out of a trance? All
Okay.
right, let's watch this. Let's watch this.
Forget whatever you have to forget. Whatever we visited today was just to get information. 4, keep coming up. Feeling wonderful, refreshed, the happiest woman on the earth. From now on, no more fear, no more phobias, no more MS. Feeling wonderful, ready to come back. 5. Welcome back. How long do you think you have been laying there for?
15 minutes.
Can we start now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it seems that it didn't. Do you think it worked?
You haven't started.
I have not started yet. Can we start now? All right. Oh, you're gonna watch the video now. I didn't do a scan. Please get up slowly. Stay right there. I want you to feel your body. Jump. Jump. And move. How does the body feel?
Feels good until you get close and the back hurts.
Okay, I'm going to stay away. All right. Tell me how the body feels. Is it feeling like the way it was feeling a few minutes ago? Oh my God, it sounds and everything. Anything different?
Doesn't hurt. I'm not spasming.
Okay, good.
Usually it's my right side, but I don't feel it.
That's weird, right?
No hay nada.
There's nothing. And we have not even started yet.
Then what did you do?
I don't know. You did it. You work. You don't remember. You were in a trance for how long?
About an hour.
Like about an hour?
Yeah.
You don't remember. Oh, you were in a trance. I can show you the video. You laughing? Remember this? Good. Applause for her, please. That's all you needed to do. You trust your...
Just gonna ask me questions?
He was there for an hour and 30 minutes already.
You've been there for an hour and 30 minutes.
You have to watch the tape.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, come here.
That was just awesome. It was
Awesome.
amazing to watch. Yes.
And Belen, if you notice in that video, she didn't realize she had been in a trance for like an hour and a half. And when I was saying that was it, that she was done, she was laughing because she didn't believe me. Other people had to say, no, you've been there for an hour and a half. And when she take a look at her watch, then she realized that. So that was amazing. And what was the kind of the funny note, also on the last day of the class?
Well,
Eva.
we had a session in which one of our students was a smoker. And
Was, right?
she was a smoker. She came from all across the globe.
Bahrain. She's from Poland and came from Bahrain, from Middle East, all the way from there for the class.
Right. And she was smoking in the class. And even after you, Antonio,
Well,
had,
not in the class. She was smoking. I saw her smoking outside the hotel,
yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
during the class. But even after you had gone through some hypnosis techniques, showing them hypnosis techniques to stop smoking, she continued to smoke and kind of boasted about the fact that she was still smoking, even though she knew she shouldn't. And then that's when you surprised her
Surprise
And-
factor, right?
and did a session on her very quickly, and she did not want to touch those cigarettes again.
Right. So what we did is we changed the internal representation, right? Maybe for her, cigarettes were relaxing, or maybe
Yes.
when she put a cigarette in her mouth, maybe she felt sexy. So we were able to change that internal representation using kind of special vocabulary, but I had to do it. That session is on YouTube, but why don't we show them a little bit of what happens when she came out of the trance and I show her the pack of cigarettes. Let's watch this.
No more poop shit, no more rat, no more cigarette, no more placenta, no more driver's semen, nothing like that. Good. Excellent. So in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I start counting, you're going to go up the stairs, feeling wonderful, feeling refreshed. 1, start coming up. 2, feeling lighter and lighter. From now on, no more cigarette, no more poop, no more rat shit, no more blood, semen, placenta. You're free. 3, coming up, feeling wonderful, feeling refreshed. From now on, you will not even be able to see a cigarette. 4, the happiest woman in the universe. 5, welcome back. Oh my God. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Yeah. What happened to you? You want to hold? What happened to you? No, she's not going to vomit.
I won, thank you, but I was close.
You were close? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? You want to have a cigarette? That's good. Should we throw this away? Just relax. Just relax. Look at my hand. Sleep. That's it. Very good. Very good. In a moment you're going to wake up, you're going to feel wonderful, refreshed. You're not going to have any discomfort. But from now on, no more cigarettes. 1, up. 2, 3, coming up. 4. You're going to be so happy that every time I touch your shoulder, you're going to laugh. Laugh, 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 laugh. So happy. Laugh, laugh, laugh. So happy you're going to feel well. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Hey, 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 hey. Good. Ready to come back? 4, 5. Open your eyes. Feeling good? Awesome. Applause for her, please. Thank you. Here are your cigarettes.
So, Alba, what do you think about it?
It was amazing. And you know what's even more amazing about this class was the friendships that were formed during that class.
Absolutely.
We have a video that you posted from some testimonials where everybody is pretty much just talking in the camera. We set up a camera and they were just welcome to talk.
Right.
And that was the end of our class. And they didn't want to leave. They were just congregating around us and talking. And you could tell that it was really loud there.
Right.
They just wanted to just hang out with each other. In fact, we did go out later and continued socializing with them.
Right. They had just finished a 5-day class and they were already thinking about organizing a practitioner reunion this year. I said, well, let's see, because it's been so many people that, I mean, not that many, but a few people that have been trained in this technique. So sooner or later, that is going to happen. That is going to happen.
And I think that the reason why they felt so much friendship is that we did switch them around all the time. Like if you came with a partner, you were not doing the exercises with them. You kept
They were not allowed, right?
Going to different places. So in 5 days, you got to really work with quite a few people. And we formed a lot of things came out from them, a lot of heart-wrenching memories of their own. And they were able to really feel so much better when they left too, that people really cared about them.
Right, right. So it was awesome to watch. And it was an amazing experience. Not only for them.
Yes.
For me, it was amazing, and I'm sure that for you as well.
Yes.
So it was a confirmation that this is what I want to be doing for the rest of my life.
That's right. So, bottom line, this is not my course. This is your course, Antonio. But what makes it special? What makes it special is the fact that we both are giving our experiences.
Absolutely.
And the stuff that you are teaching in this class is the stuff that people don't see me doing online, because these are very, very personal issues that people do not expose typically. And so when I am practicing the methods that you are teaching, this is not seen on YouTube.
No, and that is the reason why I do not have that many videos, because with this type of technique, the sessions are very personal, very private.
Exactly. And people may be wondering, why do I need to learn something like this? Because Alba has all these videos about past life regressions. Why do I need to learn that?
Yeah, it is not all about past lives. It is not all about past life. With introspective hypnosis, you get to use different techniques, and you deal with the stuff that is happening in this life. Psychosomatic symptoms, depression, fears, sadness, phobias, relationship issues. And then sometimes while looking for the origin of those symptoms, clients go by themselves to a past life. It is then when we navigate our past life. So yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's basically the same techniques that you and I use and you and I learn. So it's good. So once again, let's remind our friends, this is taking place, this next class, in January 2019, January 7th to the 11th.
Correct.
In Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's right.
They can go to my website. I will put my website here, www.antoniosangio.com, or Alba, they can go to your website, albaweinman.com.
They can go to albaweinman.com, click on hypnosis and then training, and it will give you the information and link you right to Antonio's page.
Perfect. And again, do not wait. Do not wait until the last minute. Some people for the last class waited until the last minute to book their room. They were not able to get the discounted rate.
And you had a very long waiting list
of
people who did not get in.
We had a long waiting list. And what else? In case somebody is interested in sharing rooms, because they did that last time, it worked beautifully. So you want to share the cost, we create a list of people attending to the class that are willing to share a room. You can do that. We also created a list of people that wanted to share a ride from and to the airport. you know, that work really good. So again, we hope to see some of you in that class and experience what the past class experience and what we experienced. It's gonna be awesome again.
And let's see if it's even going to be better.
It's even it's going to be better. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's gonna be better every time. Good.
All right, Antonio. Well, thank you for having me on here today and
Thank-
expressing my gratitude for you for putting this together.
Oh no, thank you, Alba. Thank you for joining me in this adventure. You know, when we started practicing hypnosis, we were thinking about this idea. This was years ago, and it
Yeah.
is happening now. So I appreciate your support, your assistance, and your friendship.
Thank you. Same
So,
here.
okay, bye bye.
All right.
Take care.
Bye till the next
Bye.
time.
Bye.
Bye.